Hi guys, welcome to the next video. So today I just wanted to really come on today. It's been on my mind to come on for a while now to talk about kind of my life at the minute. I want the channel to show me as well as the makeup. I love makeup, but I also wanted to show my life and the realities of day to day of me really, because I think that will bring you more of an understanding of me as a person and also every day of what goes on. So I think particularly Portugal, when I went over there, I saw kind of how minimalist they lived and how beautiful their weather was and how little they needed to be happy, and the environment they were in. It was beautiful every day, but they also matched that in their personality and their way of life. And seeing the caves and just where I actually stayed, it wasn't super built up. So I've been to Albufeira with my mummy years ago, but this was Armeço de Pera, which was just about 15 minutes drive out of Albufeira, and it was beautiful. It was that perfect mix of things to do, just like the caves, and everything was very water based, obviously because you're by the ocean, but also you have that kind of normality of seeing kind of the regulars walking their dogs, and you know, you see just all these old couples just holding hands, and you see them every night. So they're obviously regulars and live around, and there was like just normal pharmacies, just everything that everybody would have anyway. But I noticed just straight away after about the second day just how little people needed to be happy. And when I came back and I kind of thought about how I've already been thinking about how much I work and how little time it's leaving me for myself, and I came back just thinking this is so minimalist, but they're so happy, and if this was me, I'd be happy with fresh air and the beach, seeing my friends, having a family. No, yes, they all work and they all have the same kind of stresses that everybody else has, but it was their kind of motivation and their way of life and their way of thinking that really kind of brought it home to me about how much I actually go through and don't allow myself to actually feel, because I think most people are in survival mode, particularly now with, you know, the cost of living and bringing that up. I'm actually going to be leaving in September where I'm living, pending my driving test. So I've passed my theory, pending my practical pass, hopefully. I will then be moving out in more of the countryside of Oxford, not in the inner city where it's so expensive, but I've been really lucky to where I'm staying. Very, very lucky in the situation that I found myself in, if I can pass the practical test the first time round. So hopefully pass the theory first time round, but it's very different, you know, studying for a theory and actually doing your practical is so different. So pending that, I will be leaving here. I will miss the space, I will miss little bits and pieces, but I won't miss the financial freedom I could have in other places. So it's even a struggle with 2 jobs. It really, really is. I mean, I know so many people that are struggling, but also, you know, once everything here is paid, my social life has to be minimized to certain things because I can't get to the next stage. And that's what's frustrating me. I can't get, so I can get things X, Y, and Z done, but I can't get to the next stage unless I change something in my life, which is going to be driving, which is going to be freedom, because that means I can live outside of the real busy kind of expensive areas, which is my plan. So this all depends on August that I pass. I've got the 21st of August at 11 AM is my test, but I've also added myself to a cancellation list. So hopefully, you know, I get a cancellation before August, basically. So that's it. I am going to be living more minimally, definitely more of a minimalist. I think I'm finding that lifestyle more calming. I'm finding not having to own, you know, 50 million things. You don't need 50 million products. You can live, you know, a certain way. And I think I've really felt that. I got my hair cut completely short, trying to kind of make things as easy as possible. My hair was down to about here, and with the 2 jobs, it was just so hard to keep. It took me maybe half an hour to blow dry this morning. Whereas it usually take me so long because my hair, water just clings to my hair even when you're drying it. The hairdressers have even said that over time, like, you know, drying it does take a little bit more time. So cutting it, I just got to cut, and it's going to stay that length, I think. And yes, it's going to be, the channel is definitely going to be real. It's going to be, when I've passed my practical, probably a lot of trips in the car, probably a lot of areas where I wouldn't have gone before, or I'll take you guys along with me. Just more freedom really, and more kind of reality as well of my day-to-day life. So I hope that you enjoy it. It will definitely still be, you know, the makeup and things like that, and reviews. I'm reviewing a couple of things now for the last 2 weeks so that I can come on and tell you how I really feel about it, as opposed to just trying it on for the first time and then saying what I think, but then not actually really knowing you guys, for you, how it actually affects the skin in terms of if it was foundation or eyeshadow, if it lasts, that kind of thing. So yes, that will all be. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to say. You know, I'm reading more. I'm kind of trying to experience a lot more. Going out and walking. I think mindfulness is something I haven't gotten into yet, but I think each to their own. I think for me, it's more important to just make sure I'm okay and I'm on track, and then I can go to mindfulness and anything else, because you know, you have that room in your mind where you're not stressed. So the practical is going to be the big thing for me. August can't come fast enough, because if that does happen, I will be in a very, very lucky situation where I won't have to be so financially dependent, you know, on, you know, day-to-day things. So yes, so that's going to be the future of the channel. I've got my tea here. I'm just getting ready for work. I just have energy kids today, the after school, and tomorrow I have a overnight, so all going to be going a little bit crazy. But no, that's the start of the week. It's a Monday. It's to be expected. I've just gotten earrings from Saltwater Secrets, so I've been going on Etsy actually a lot, and I'll just show you. This is the, you get this little kind of note to say thank you, and this is what the earrings came on here. So it's just that Saltwater Secrets logo. She has a Facebook and Instagram, and then it just says, I hope you enjoy your earrings. If you do, please feel free to leave me a review, and thank you for your purchase. So, but they're actually salt water, so she gets the salt water and makes them into kind of different shapes. So they're not exactly the same, but that's, I think, the whole point of it, is them not being exactly the same. And I've gotten a couple. So these are kind of emerald green, but I do have them in clear as well. So they're really, really nice. I'd really highly recommend her, guys. So that's Saltwater Secrets. She's on Etsy. So I've been looking at Etsy for little bits and pieces. So yeah, so that's kind of the video for today. I will be doing some reviews kind of next week on a couple of items like foundation and eyeshadow palettes. I hope you're all having a really good day today, and that you had a good weekend. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you soon.